Welcome back. We're gonna be working on the ears and the white spot between the Corgi's eyes. So we're gonna start with the ears. We're gonna use our brown yarn and we're gonna do a magic ring of 3 stitches. So again, we're going to do this and tie a knot, and then you're going to put 3 single crochets into this circle. And yes, that is Tater whining. Okay, so 3 single crochets into the hook, into the ring. So 1. Once you've done that, we're gonna pull this end and make it shrink, and now we have our 3 single crochets. So after we have our 3 single crochets, you're basically going to increase on every 3 single stitches that we have here. So increase 1, 2, and 3. So that by the end you have 6 stitches altogether. Alright, so I have my 6 stitches now, and you probably would have realized by now that if we're working with only 3 single crochets, it gets really tight. So just make sure that you count all the stitches properly. I know if it's just laying like this, my 6th stitch is a little bit twisted. So same with at the very beginning with the 3, it might also be a little twisted and not like on this edge of your round. But for our 3rd round, we're just going to single crochet 6 all the way around, so just 1 single crochet in each stitch. Alright, I made my 3rd round, and usually yours might like to flip over because it is so small at the top, so make sure to flip that around. The yarn that we start with is always on the inside. And then for our next round, you're going to increase in each stitch again, so that we have 12 stitches all the way around by the time we're done. So increase in all 6 stitches. Alright, after you have increased, you should have 12 stitches all the way around now. And then for the 5th row, you're just going to single crochet in all 12 stitches once. Okay, and then after that, you are going to do the 6th row, and the 6th row is going to be a single crochet, so 1, and then increase, and then go all the way around with that pattern. So 1 and then increase, so 2 single crochets in 1, and all the way around. Putting my stitch marker back. Alright, so that's row 6, and you should have 18 stitches all together all the way around. And then for the next 3 rows, so rows 7, 8, and 9, you're just going to single crochet 18 until you get to row 9. And then I'll show you what we're doing at the end. Alright, once you're done row 9, we are going to do a little slip stitch. So a slip stitch is super easy. All you're going to do is go into the next stitch and pull the yarn through, and also pull the yarn through that hook as well. And then that's all you do is a slip stitch, tighten it. We're gonna cut off the end here before leaving a little bit because we are gonna use it. So after you cut it off, all you have to do is pull the rest of the yarn through, so you have like this little divot here. And then for the ear, we're actually going to be flattening it, so we're going to flatten it, and we're going to be sewing the ear on like this, so that's why we have flattened it. We're going to sew it onto the head like this. So make 2 of these. Alright, now we're going to do the white spot between their eyes, and we're going to be using the white yarn for this. And for this, we are basically going to be starting this just like how we did with the body. So we're actually going to make our knot first. We're not doing any magic loop. And we are going to be chaining 7. So do your little knot, and then you're going to be doing 7 chains. Okay, so I have my 7 chains here again, and you can see the holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should have 6 and 7, so the last one is my 7th chain. And what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet 6. So not starting into this one, we're going to start in this one and do a single crochet. Okay, so do it all the way across. So now that you have, at the end you should have 6 single crochets. And then same thing as the body, we're going to turn it around and we're going to chain 6 again on the bottom loops again, okay? Alright, I have our 12 stitches now, so all the way around, again should have 12 stitches, and then for the next row, and also our last row, you're going to do 1 single stitch and then increase all the way around, so that by the end you should have 18 stitches. And then to end with it, we are going to do the same thing as we did for the ears, and do a slip stitch. So again, go into the next stitch, and then pull the yarn through all of it, and then leave a small tail because we're going to sew this onto the head later. And once you cut that, pull it all the way through so that you have the white patch that's going to be in the middle of the head. And then you're done. You only need to make 1.